Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is PatMacTech UK. My name is Patrick, and this evening we are coming to talk about, we're going to have a Q&A session about our new course, Network Engineering. And then we have got our instructor online. Our instructor will be taking us through the course. He is joining us all the way from Ghana. So if you are listening, we would be having our instructor very shortly. But before the instructor comes in, we have other free courses that if you are interested, you can get updates of the free courses online on our website, www.patmactech.co.uk. You can go there and then get access to our course. And then the presentation that is going to happen this evening would also be uploaded on our website. So you can also go there and then catch up on the presentation. I wouldn't speak much because we want to have a very brief meeting so that if you have any questions and any concerns, you can even share it with us so that we would give you answers. So, Mr. Fair, if you are there, I would wish for you to unmute so that we can start this presentation as soon as possible. Hello, Mr. Fair.
Yeah, good evening, Patrick.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to all of you. My name is Scott Ofe, and I am a member of the PatMacTech group. And today we are going to talk about CCNA. CCNA is a course by Cisco, and I believe most of us have heard about Cisco. Cisco is an American company that produces routers and switches for organizations that are into internet. So today, I am going to talk about our first course. You know, CCNA is in 3 courses. We have CCNA 1, CCNA 2, CCNA 3. But you need to start with CCNA 1. And the current CCNA is CCNA version 7.02. It used to be CCNA 6. Then it went to CCNA 7. Now we are in CCNA 7.02. Why 7.02? CCNA 7.02 includes emerging technologies like networking security and AI. Unlike CCNA 7 and CCNA 6, version 6, we wouldn't have gotten these things in it. But now we know AI is something that is trending, and the network security has become of essence because of a lot of cyber hacks and cyber attacks that companies and industries are constantly facing on daily basis. If you're I'm outside. I'm currently on the field working, so there may be some noises. So if you can't hear me well, you can alert me and then I can move to a better place. So I would go on the slide that we have. The slide, we have introduction to networking, and that is ITN for short. That's the CCNA version 1. So the scope and then the sequence. And we are saying that CCNA version 1 is a curriculum that is designed for participants like you and I. Those of us who want to go into network security, networking, how to configure routers and switches, how to connect LAN, WAN, MAN, and even wireless internet or Internet of Things. Now we have internet devices like our televisions, our fridges, our microwaves, weighs a whole lot in the houses. So if you want to know more about this technology, then CCNA is something you need to partake. Like I already said, CCNA comprises of 3 courses, which is the CCNA 1, which is Introduction to Networks, CCNA 2, which is Switching, Routing, and Wireless Essentials. Then the third one is Enterprise Networking, Security, and Automation. So the next question we'll ask, who is eligible to partake in the CCNA course? We are saying that if you have a high school certificate or you are in a high school, you qualify for that. If you have some basic computer literacy, you can also be enrolled in this program. You also need some basic knowledge on operating system. And then finally, since you are going to work on networks, you should understand or have some knowledge in internet and how they are used. So we call that the basic internet usage skills. Now, we delve into the main curriculum of CCNA version 7.2. And then we say that before you can be part, CCNA is a professional course which you would have to write at a professional or an accredited institution. So before you can write that, you need to have some prerequisites. You can write it directly, or you can go to an academy like ours. Now, PatMacTech is also a certified academy with Cisco. So you can go through us, you write your academic test, and then when you are done, you will be able to write a professional course. So we are saying that this curriculum is developed for workforce who are ready to build foundation and success in networking related careers and degree programs. If you have studied BSc, IT, BSc, business programs, any course, and you want to delve into the networking industry or the IT industry, you can take this course. And then once you are able to complete it, you'll be able to do all the things that a professional networking engineer can confidently do. So we would want each and every one of us who will be partaking in this course put up the best effort to complete it and go through all the models successfully. So we go to the features of the CCNA program. We say there are 3 offerings in this curriculum and all align to the attainment of the CCNA certification exams. In this program, you are going to have a series of quizzes, which are multiple choice questions. There are going to be lab activities that you would have to go through, both practical and theoretical. Let's go to lab equipment. This program is highly practical, so we will need some equipment. But fortunately, let me say, we are fortunate and at the same time we are unfortunate. We are fortunate. Let me go to the first one, the unfortunate. We are unfortunate because we do not have all the equipment. Moreover, this is a virtual program, so we will not even get the opportunity to have hands-on on the equipment. But the good thing is that Cisco has virtual routers, switches, which we can use for our practical or our lab session. And we can get that by downloading what we call a packet tracer. Packet tracer will give us all the routers, the switches, the laptops, or the devices that we will need in order to go through all this program successfully. But we will definitely need our laptop. As for our laptop, we will need to get it. But the rest, Cisco has a virtual platform that we can use. So with the equipment that we'll basically be using in the program, we'll be using the Cisco ISR 4221/K9 routers. So when you are given a lab activity, at least the minimum router that you'll be able to use for all the activities should be the standard ones we see here. We also have a switch. We'll be using a wireless router. There are cables that we'll be using. And like I said, we'll need our PC. So the specifications for the PC that we'll be using is there. Microsoft Office, Windows 7, Windows 8, 10, Ubuntu, all that, we can use it. You should also have a minimum RAM, that's 4 gig, because Packet Tracer is a virtual or a simulation machine, and it will need some resources to function appropriately. Then we also need internet connectivity for our lab or our personal studies. A printer or a scanner, that one, it depends if you want to print or if you want to scan something, you can use that. But basically, we might not even use that. Then smartphone, when we have virtual lessons, if it's not a lab activity, you can always use your smartphone for the session. Then for the iOS on the Cisco routers that we'll be using, we have the router version 15.0 or higher. Then the switch to is 15.0 or higher. I mentioned of packet tracer. There are a lot of packet tracer that you are going to see online. But for our lesson, we'll need the version 8.0 minimum. Then we can also have our Terra Team source SSH. That is for Telnet. We'll be doing those ones as well. You can have an Oracle VirtualBox, and then you should be able to get a Wireshark for the. We use Wireshark to analyze network data, so we might do some activities using that as well. So let me go to the next one, which is the outline. So I'm going to skip the reading and then go to the models. So we have almost like 20 models that we'll be going through in the next 3-4 months if we want to complete this session CCNA successfully. So the models are networking today, which is the first one, basic switching and end device configuration, which is the next model. Then we have protocols and models. We're going to learn about protocols and the OSI models as well. Then under the OSI model, we will have the physical layer, the number system, data link. We come to internet switching, network layer, then address resolution. All these things are going to be under the OSI model. We are going to also learn how to configure basic routers. Sometimes we have routers in our homes and all that we know is connected to the internet, set password. We are going to configure them. We are going to configure Cisco routers as well. Although they may not be the physical ones, but we'll be able to have a feel of how the Cisco routers are. We'll also be delving into IP addresses. IP addresses are unique identifiers that are assigned to any device that is connected to the internet. So we'll learn how IP addressing, especially version 4 is done, is used. Then we'll go to version 6. Now, if you are in the United States, you are in Canada, you are in the UK, you realize that IP address version 4 has been exhausted. So most devices now come with IP version 6. So we are going to learn how they operate, how to understand the way they work. Then we'll go into ICMB messaging, how to send messages, how emails are sent and how to understand them on the network. We'll be doing the transport layer. All these are part of the OSI model. So we'll be delving deeper into them. Then we come to network security fundamentals. You know, if you have a network and you don't secure it, you are preparing yourself for a lot of cyber attacks. So we'll be having some basic security fundamentals on how to secure our network. And then we will build our own network. That will be the last model. And once we have gone through all these sessions, we will be able to write our first exams. We will be able to build our own network, whether in the house or in our small office. So I am hoping that all of us are going to get ourselves involved in this CCNA 1 model. We'll complete it in 3 or less, depending on how fast we think we can be able to move. And when we are done, we'll write our exams, final exams, so that we get a certification in CCNA 1. That's version 7.02, but we normally call it CCNA 1 because we're writing 1, 2, and 3. And when you are done with all the 3, you will be in the capacity to write the professional exams, which is recognized anywhere in the world. And you can use that even to gain employment. So this is a brief outline of what we will be doing in CCNA 1. So for the next 3 to 4 months, this is what we'll be doing under CCNA. So,
Okay.
Patrick,
Thank
I'll
you.
leave that to you. And if there are anything I didn't address, people can raise it up and then
all right. Thank you very
touch on
much.
those.
Thank you very much,
Yes,
Mr. Ofe. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ofe here is the instructor for CCNA 123, and he's a master's degree holder in this field. So I know that whatever he's saying, he knows exactly what he's saying and he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been in the field for a while. And as he said, he's actually on the field now, working, and that we had to bring him on board here. So if you have any question, but I would ask the first question, Mr. Fair, talking about CCNA 1, CCNA 2 and 3, what are the job prospects globally? Because now we know that the system is now moving digitally. Everything is moving digital. So what are some of the job prospects? Like, say, if I live in the UK, if I live in the US, if I live in Canada, whatever, wherever I may live, especially also in Africa, what are the job prospects for this?
Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is once you're able to go through this program, you can confidently say, or you can confidently call yourself a networking engineer, because you are going to go through rigorous training, understand how networks they work, how they are created. You can build your own network for your company, your house. So you have a lot of things that you can do. And the good thing about CCNA now is that they have included network security, which means that you can also delve into the path of cyber security. So you are getting one whole, you are getting a course that can be used as a stepping stone into other fields.
Yeah.
You can do CCTV installation because they use the same model as the networking that we do.
Okay.
In this way, because we are going to learn how to connect other devices apart from just the computers and then the routers. We are going to connect fridges. We are going to connect television, smart televisions. We are going to connect microwaves. We are going to connect CCTV cameras. So you realize that you are getting a whole
package.
Field. Yes, a whole package in this lesson.
Thank you. Thank you. And then to add to that, some of the industries that you can work as a network engineer, the IT and telecommunication industry, financial industry, healthcare, they need network engineers, the government and defense, education, manufacturing and industrial automation, retail and e-commerce, entertainment, transportation, energy and utility. Almost every industry need network engineers. Need network engineers. Okay.
Patrick, so let me say this. Okay. I have a personal how do I call it? Personal attachment. Oh shit! The words are even running now. You know, after I completed university, right? Yeah. I did IT and I did what we call. I didn't specialize in any area. It was just okay, do IT course, so a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. So when I completed school, I asked myself, so what am I going to do? I need to get a path and then choose. So I chose networking.
Okay.
And I must say that's what I'm doing currently on the field doing. I work with a local company in Ghana here who is giving wireless internet services to places where the major telecommunications are not able to go. So we connect your home, your office to a non-traditional ISP. Because the traditional ones are the MTN, the Etotigo in Ghana here. Yes, but the non-traditional one. And I must tell you that people are going into it. You can even set up your own small network and give it out to others.
Wow.
If you have gone through this model or networking, you can do it and then you make money for yourself without even going to get money or even going to get job.
Mm.
You can do it as a job yourself.
Mm. So which means you can set yourself up as a small enterprise. Yeah. That's very promising. Thank you very much, Mr. Fair. Thank you so much. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone has got any question, like I was saying, you can stop me any moment and then ask your question. But if you are here and then you want to know more after the event, you can actually call us. You can call me. You can send me an email, and then I will respond. info@patmactech.co.uk. I would put it in the chat. Info@patmactech.co.uk. I would respond. And then if you want to know more, this will also be on our website. I'm going to put it on our website. And then you can also get that. If you need more information, you can email me, you can call me 074130, let me just put it here, 074130255596. If you are not in the UK, don't forget to add the country code +44, and then sorry, it's a plus, not equal to. So +44, and then you would be able to get to me. You can call me WhatsApp. You can send me any message. If you want to speak to Mr. Fair, if you speak to me, I will direct you to him, and then we would take it from there. So if there is any question, this is the time that we would have questions. But the course is starting. I think it's starting in 2 weeks' time, isn't it?
Yes, it's starting in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, so registration has now opened. It's in progress. If you're interested, you can put yourself through, and then be our guest. Be our guest. So thank you very much for coming. And if there's no question, then this is where we'll bring our presentation to an end. And thank you all for coming. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So this is where we end, and then if you have any question, just let me know. Thank you very much. All right.